And now, live from Pasadena, it's CCN Sunrise with Sehnita Joshua Mattison, Paulo Alejandria, the Crown City News team, and the CCN Sunrise segment stars. It's time to wake up San Gabriel Valley with CCN Sunrise.
All right, here we are. It's the 2014 Rose Parade. It's a little nippy out here, but it's a wonderful day for a parade. I'm Paulo Alejandria.
And I'm Sehnita Joshua Mattison here for the 125th Rose Parade presented by Honda, and it is so exciting out here.
I'm really pumped to be here.
And
really
we also
pumped.
have Chris Murry with Sports and
certainly.
Angela Lauren. We're all just going to have a great time watching this fabulous parade. The streets are just lined, and we have...
I hear a little commotion out here. Something going on.
The
getting
police
nice.
force, motorcycles are out. It is so exciting.
It's getting
proud
nice
Pasadena
and
Police
loud
Department.
for us. Sorry.
And we have a real treat. Vince Scully is the Grand Marshal of the 125th Rose Parade. Going to be coming back for his 65th year as the Dodgers broadcast announcer. So, real treat for the city of Pasadena to have Vince Scully aboard for this, his annual event.
Yeah,
Annual
all together,
honor.
there's a lot going on.
Annual event, and he's going to be talking to more than 1 million people have come to Pasadena. So it's really exciting for Pasadena to showcase everything it has and see these beautiful floats.
Well, that's the exciting thing about this parade. I mean, Pasadena is a very small community. You know, it is not huge, but we stand alone on this day. On this day with the Rose Parade, the Rose Bowl. It's not Los Angeles, it is Pasadena.
Exactly.
And that is what we're out here representing.
All over the country.
Yeah, and I just
Absolutely.
wanted to add, I mean, this is Pasadena's gift, not only to the country, it's not only a national thing, this is Pasadena's gift to the world.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You have over 7 million viewers all across the board to different stations watching this parade, tuning in to our
Exciting
area.
stuff.
Welcome. Well, what I love about this parade too, that it really started out as this postcard to the Midwest, basically.
Oh, really?
You know, a lot of transplants from Indiana, I think, was the first community of people from the Hunt Valley Club, and they just wanted to show everyone that from home what the weather was like and the beautiful flowers, that the flowers could grow in the middle of winter.
Yeah.
Look what it's developed into.
I know.
125 years later.
Just get them jealous, right? Is that what
And
is that
another
what's
year
the
to
deal?
keep them jealous, we are going to see a high, thinking of weather, we're going to see a high of 80 degrees today to start our new year. So can't complain, and we definitely have a lot
Good
to
parade
showcase
weather.
today. It's
good.
great parade
It's
weather.
parade weather out here.
You know, Angela, I used to be in the Midwest, and I used to look at that weather map, and when I saw 85 in the Los Angeles area, I really was like, that can't be true. It can't. I'm in snow and ice. I just got frostbite. Like, how can it be 85 somewhere? It just didn't make sense.
In the
to
dead
me.
of winter.
I know.
Exactly. Well, and even this year, we've had such a warm winter. We're warmer a lot of the days. We're a lot more warm than Hawaii. So we are really blessed on our coast. We're really blessed in Pasadena, and it's kind of awesome to be able to brag about it.
Well, this was actually the driest calendar year for the city of LA.
Well, and that makes me think about the flowers. I wonder how that played into the flowers that they were able to put on was it dry? Were they not as robust?
Wow, I mean, I don't know anything about horticulture, but I'm sure there's some advanced techniques to make sure you got a nice foliage, nice floral all year round. You know, what we're known for. I'm no farmer, but
Well, looking at the floats too, we have so many different designs, so many different organizations, so it's really exciting that we're going to be able to see the way that they use the flowers and the way that they decorate. And it's not just roses, as we were talking
just
about.
roses around here.
Carnations. And it's not just flowers. They use all different kinds of natural material. I actually had the opportunity the first year I moved out here, and they parked the floats after the parade at Sierra Madre Boulevard. And it blew me away. It's one of those things you just can't imagine what these floats are going to look like, because there's like little seeds, you know, that they glued on individually, and you know, tree bark, and you can't. What you see on TV is amazing, and then you see it up close, and it blows you away.
well, I mean, I hear it takes like a year to plan these floats, to
Oh, wow,
design
really?
them. Yeah, like no, planning for the next year's floats literally starts like as soon as that parade's
As
over.
soon as they park at the end of today, they're already planning for
But that's
next
what they
year.
do. They have deadlines for when they want the idea to be put together immediately following the conclusion of today's parade. Then they get into the design. I mean, it's really a year-round project just to put something like this together.
Yeah, you just don't realize you see the final product, so that just adds to your appreciation of of, like I said before, Pasadena's gift to the world.
Absolutely.
Exactly, and these floats have such an audience. They get out certain messages. They get out their company, their organization, and it really just puts them on a really grand stage today to just really represent our area and organizations in California.
Absolutely. And it's such a difference from when these floats first came out, you know. They were decorating their carriages and things like that. And now these floats are motorized and, you know, have so many fancy features to them.
Right,
so
like an arm lift or someone spinning and dancing and
robots
singing.
with, you know, fire. It's all these
is there fire today? Because I would love to see
right.
fire.
A few years back, I remember there was this big gigantic
You know,
robot
something that probably came out of Caltech, I would imagine.
It was
some master
It
engineers.
was a Cal Poly.
There you go.
Cal
That's
Poly
cool.
Okay.
So creative geniuses down there. So.
Yeah.
What's the float that you're really excited to see?
I actually am really excited to see the Michigan State float. You know, I get excited. The Rose Bowl, obviously, you know, the 100th edition of the Rose Bowl. It's actually going to be wrapping up the BCS series. Go to a 4-team playoff format next season.
Yeah.
So I'm really kind of excited to see what they put together. Obviously, you've got the bands for both teams, but I want to see what Michigan State does. It's their first trip out here in 27 years, so they, you know, want to go all out for. You know, the international event.
Well, that's what we were noting out here in the streets. You know, Stanford is, you know, semi-local, but we're seeing a lot of green and white
They
out
came
there.
out here to support their team.
Guess
Like,
why,
it's
folks?
impressive.
It is cold in Michigan.
They
they
wait to
need
get
a
to
break.
Pasadena.
They're like, I got my ticket. I'm out of here.
We are getting to Pasadena.
Surprised that's not a one-way ticket.
As soon as they beat Ohio State, they packed the car. They were headed for the West Coast.
It's so surprising because Stanford's so close, and then the money, like I was just talking to somebody prior, the money that goes from the game that when you win, that goes back into like the Pac-12. So it really benefits not even just the school, but it benefits the area and other schools as well. So it's going to be a really fun game. I can't wait to see.
It's good for recruiting. I mean, it's a good selling point. You know, for Stanford, this is going to be their second straight Rose Bowl appearance. They did win last year. It's great for recruiting. Michigan State, obviously, you know, they coming off a 12-1 season, ending a 24-game win streak against Ohio State. So it's just coming to Pasadena. This is the cream of the crop. You know, I mean, this is what it is.
Well, not even just recruiting for sports, but recruiting for the school, for academically.
More than just sports.
It just spreads the name, and especially coming out here, you know, people start thinking, hey, maybe I should check out the cold weather.
Absolutely, yeah.
Do you think people are
Like,
thinking
I
that?
really want to get away from my family.
It is a grand stage.
I had a friend in Michigan, and he was from Laguna Beach, and he went to Michigan and thought, oh, the cold, I can handle it.
You deal with
And
that.
so he was determined to wear shorts all year long.
No way.
I actually saw this guy in like negative 10-degree weather, and he was so miserable, but he had those shorts on.
Oh,
wow.
That's just the West Coast guy through and through.
Yeah,
that's how I am.
seriously.
That's the West Coast guy
That's
through
how I
and
am. When it's out here raining, I prefer shorts because you know, you get your pants all wet. You know, you get
That's
the
true.
rides all the way up to the back of your calves.
You're the guy in the shorts.
Oh, I'm the guy in the shorts.
Are you in flip-flops?
I am. I want to mess with my shoes. I want to mess with my shoes now.
You
Come
don't
on.
have to worry about that today.
So we have our first float coming on by. It's actually
This
going to
actually
be
looks like it's the sound car. It's an
Pace sound
Acura MDX. No, I believe that's a sound car.
Yes, you are correct. One of the Pacers.
If I'm not mistaken, that looks
So
like an
what
Acura to
exactly
me.
is a sound car? It's the pace car, correct?
No, the pace car is going to be, of course, leading the parade, but the sound car is like your PA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, very cool. Okay. Yeah, just for anyone out there.
If I had to take an educated guess, they haven't invited me to the board just yet. I'm not in the tournament of Rosie
So
board.
seeing the sound car lets us know where we're
Oh no,
at,
things are
that
going to
it
get
is
going.
Getting good.
Eventually, we should
Very
be seeing
fast here.
Vince Scully coming this way. Eventually.
We will see Vince Scully.
Yes, we certainly will.
On a personal note, I'm excited to see Vince Scully.
I'm
I'm a
thrilled.
lifelong Dodger
Absolutely.
fan. And I don't know about you guys, but growing up in Southern California, when I hear his voice, I just know it's summertime.
Well, we've been
You
blessed
know?
with such iconic broadcasts. Chick
Yes.
Hearn, you know, Vince Scully. That's all. If the list stopped there, you're good.
I mean, I think even you talk about all your major sports, you know, like the Kings, the Clippers, Ralph Lawler with the Clippers.
Ralph Lawler,
I mean,
Bob Miller.
yeah, we are really blessed
Right.
out here.
We certainly
Well,
are
and
blessed
it's
in
not
Southern
even just the
California.
area that's blessed. I am a Giants fan, a San Francisco Giants baseball fan.
and it kills me every time.
I'm admitting it.
This is breaking news.
I know, right? But Vince Scully, even to me, is just an iconic voice and a person for baseball. So we're really excited to have him for
And what
the
we have
parade.
coming up here is the Wells Fargo theme banner.
Oh my God, that is beautiful.
And this is depicting the theme of the
Dreams
float.
come true.
Absolutely. And it has an Art Deco rose that pays homage to the 125 years of the Rose Parade. That is just really beautiful. And
That
just
is
to
very
look
well
at
put
that,
together.
those are flowers on there. It just blows me away. That is not painted on.
It's amazing. It looks like you just paint some stone or something.
And I wonder how many people really are looking at the two people waving on the float, because there's just so much on the float to look at it and admire.
Right.
I like the story behind the theme. R. Scott, the Tournament of Roses Parade, you're going to have to help me with it. R. Scott Jenkins said people come into Pasadena to pursue their dreams. And that is so true. You know, people come to LA in general from different parts of the country, different parts of the world. I mean, this is really where, you know, you come to make your name.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, New York City might make a contention on that,
They
but for
so
us
will
here, it's all about the City of Angels.
Speaking about dreams coming true, the two kids who were on the last float, they are from the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Very cool.
Oh,
Very
wow.
cool.
Absolutely making dreams come true there.
Definitely. Making dreams. I don't know if you guys have ever been in a parade, but being in a parade there's something so exciting and so just
There's like an electricity in the
yeah,
air, right?
it's like something to check off the bucket list. So good for those guys. I'm glad they were able to be a part of that.
Well, you know, one thing that Vince Scully had said prior to being 6 years ago when he was in the Rose Parade, it was the Dodgers theme,
Right.
the Dodgers 50th anniversary since moving to LA. He said coming down, turning on Colorado Boulevard, reminded him of being going down the Grand Canyon with all the fans and the bleachers.
cool.
It was something, even as accomplished as his life has been, that moment right there was something that
It was
he will
still
never
a rush
forget.
for him.
Yeah, and he said his life has been a fulfillment of a dream following the announcement that he would be
Very
Grand Marshal in this
appropriate.
parade.
Wow.
What are we
right
looking at
now,
here, Sehnita?
it is the Wells Fargo opening show, and it's really depicting the different generations of time. From the Model T, 1908, that is just gorgeous. And then we are going to have some of the flappers
Oh my
of the
God,
1920s.
that is festive.
The
Spirit of
Charles
St. Louis.
Lindbergh's
Let's
Yeah.
talk about those
You-
dresses are.
You know, I have to say, if I had to choose an era, you know, the 20s
Look
might
at-
not be so bad. The Roaring 20s, it just
No,
seemed
especially
like
for guys,
it's
they
just
had to be
much
so
fun.
dapper.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now there is Rosie the Riveter. We can do it.
and she certainly can.
She sure can. Look at those muscles. I got some too, Rosie.
You do. You do.
I got my guns. You got your guns.
Hey, you don't know strength unless you've been in this girl's headlock.
It wasn't one of those days.
You don't want to get her mad. That's all I'm saying to you guys.
Well, you heard it there. And there is Neil Armstrong walking on the moon.
That is just brilliant.
You know my little Ashton would love to see Neil Armstrong right
Oh, my
there.
goodness.
He would just love that.
That's
Comes
so
the,
And this
Sehnita's
is the
future
80s.
astronaut.
Yeah. Is this the 80s we have
This looks
here?
like
Is
the
this
80s to
are
me.
they gonna
Well,
break
With the
dancing?
with the warm-up suits.
Yeah.
Are they going to be playing music? So they can
Well,
dance?
this is supposed to be a DJ booth over here.
Okay,
so
so we're heading more into the current modern.
How fun. What a great idea that they did. They went through all the decades. It's always fun to see all
And
the
here
decades.
comes-
Here
so
comes
quickly,
the
right?
Grand Marshal,
Vince Scully, the
There
Grand
he is.
Marshal of the 125th Rose Parade.
poet laureate of
Is coming up
baseball, and
close.
he really is. I can't say enough about.
And I guarantee people that traveled into this area to be here for the parade, they know exactly who this guy is in this car.
Absolutely. And what I love about his story and with the theme of dreams come true, when he was a little boy, I think he was in 5th grade, I forget his grade, they asked him what he wanted to be. He said he wanted to be a sports announcer.
Just knew it from the get-go.
That was awesome.
You know what's taking is
That was
that Oldsmobile 58.
Yes.
You know when they say they don't make them like they used to, I think they're talking about that steel frame. They sure don't.
They
Right.
sure do.
Very exciting. That's very exciting to see him. That's officially our kickoff to the parade.
That was a
And
real
that
treat.
is the Grand Marshal's family that we just saw. And
Let's
they
go
are
Dodgers.
The
enthusiastic.
Dodger chants have begun.
Let's go Dodgers.
Spring training's right around the corner.
Oh,
It's going to all start.
Pitchers and
really
catches
fast.
report in
Coming
about
back
50
around
days.
again.
Yes.
It's coming around
It's
again.
crazy how fast it goes, and you know they were just in the NLCS National League Championship Series
Yeah.
in October, and now we're talking about free pitchers and catches reporting to spring training.
Yeah. Time really just does fly.
It goes
And
quick.
check out this float. Do I see a space shuttle?
Oh,
Looks like a
my
space shuttle to me.
goodness. So
This
it's
is the
That
American
is-
Honda float, I believe.
Keeping
Yes,
dreams
keeping
on
dreams
track.
on track.
I don't even know how to describe.
I-
Is this
It's got an Acura.
It's a space age
Honestly, if you're
vehicle.
It's got an
Yeah.
Acura symbol
It
on it. So.
kind of looks like
I thought it looked like a space shuttle, but it is not. But it looks very space age.
Yes, it is definitely futuristic.
And yet again, they're all made out of
Looks
flowers.
like you got a robot driving that. It looks awesome.
It's not so futuristic anymore, is
that perhaps
we're
the-
going to have these driverless cars?
Right,
so,
yeah.
The
you
car
know,
of the future.
We have come a long way.
Well,
And
you
just
know-
being up close for the first time, this close, watching it on TV, you don't realize how massive these floats are.
Right.
And literally can stand by it. I'm 5'2", and I'm not even like a third, fourth, anything.
And we're remotely close.
I am so
Look.
small to those. They're
And
massive.
You are seeing a live camera on that float.
That
And
is
they're
absolutely awesome.
doing a street cam view here.
And
That is so fun.
We were
That
just
is
talking about how
great.
amazing it is how
Oh.
these floats have progressed. That is a big
is
screen.
amazing.
I can't even call it a TV.
That
It's
calls from the desk
that
type
calls
of
for a
picture.
picture.
That screams from
That-
the desk
yes.
type of picture.
Instagram from the news desk.
Great job, Honda, on
CCN
that.
Sunrise
Social
Instagram.
media.
We're doing it.
It's really that
TV.
amazing.
It's all connecting.
It is. Somebody had mentioned. Go ahead, Sehnita.
No.
I was just saying, it's amazing how far, how much this has developed. Like you said, from horse and carriages to maybe a couple flowers here and there. So now we have motorized vehicles with jumbotrons on the
Yeah,
side.
that was
doing a street.
Yeah, that was a Titantron,
Oh,
huh?
yeah, right?
like it was your garden that you presented to the community, and now it's this massive.
Something that may have taken a day to just put some flowers on that or something. Now it's developed and it's a spectacle. It's beautiful.
Well, what's happening is that usually most of the floats were done by volunteers and
Right.
companies coming together, cities coming together. Now you have big parade companies
Right.
that professionally put out these floats. So these aren't any mom and pop shops.
Yeah, and they're just doing a marvelous job. I mean, I can't overstate that. This is just amazing.
Something that you can also really experience watching it is the people. Everyone's so excited. Everyone just really happy to be here. The energy. It's just
We have
something to be said.
the Marine Corps Mounted Color Guard coming up here. They've been in the parade since 1986.
It's just a wonderful opportunity to pay respects and to give thanks to the troops that are serving our country. And our thoughts are definitely with them on this New Year's Day. We hope that they stay safe out there.
Absolutely.
That's
Look
very
at those
true.
gorgeous horses that they have.
They make what we do possible.
Exactly.
To sit here and
I mean, it's so easy to take that for granted,
absolutely.
Now those
They're the
horses,
real heroes.
those horses are adopted from the Bureau's Land Management Adopt a Horse and Burro program, and they are coming off of the land management's official land.
All right, we got some maintenance crew
I'm
coming
not sure
down.
what
And United
Yeah, the
States.
Western Asset Management Company's their procession.
They got quite a rise from the crowd
Yeah,
too.
the maintenance crew is
I love that. I love that.
Can they go to the porta potties back
Right.
there too? Can we help them out? I mean,
So was it
That's
Vince,
just a little bit of a hint of what it's like out here.
just wanted to let you know.
so was it Vince
It is
Skelly or
pretty
the maintenance crew?
precarious.
Who had the bigger rise? It was a close call.
but they were following the horses, so the crowd's like, "Thank you. We don't want to smell it."
Thank you for doing that.
Very thoughtful, very good gesture.
Here's some rumbling. I hear our first band.
Well, this is the United States Marine Corps West Coast Composite Band.
It's a 106
the
member
spirit
band.
of the spirit of the West Riders, rather.
Oh no,
Yeah, those asset management. Oh,
no.
oh, I am so sorry about that, Sehnita. I get ahead of myself sometimes.
You
This-
thought
and-
you
and
thought
I saw
asset
Marie-
management,
Yeah.
but they were
I-
managing
I-
some different assets.
You know what? I'm gonna give you the reins. Who wants my mic?
No, we're all right there.
Well, let's take
But
a
this is the
listen.
United States Marine Corps.
I'm sorry about that. That's beautiful.
106 member band.
And they are a fully combat trained. And they can handle weapons and their instruments. So these are some skilled individuals.
Yeah,
You got some wildlife coming down this
pretty
way.
good on the brass too.
Absolutely. Many of these people have completed tours of duty in Afghanistan and Iraq.
Oh wow.
This upcoming float was the winner of the past President's Trophy.
Now we have this amazing, the Western Asset Management.
This is what I was waiting for.
Yeah,
This is
what
what
you're
I alluded
excited
to.
for. I know
This
why
is
you're
what I
waiting for
alluded
this.
to.
'Cause check this out. I mean, the theme is so close yet safari away.
That's brilliant.
That is brilliant. Take a look. They have gazelles in the front, two giant
And this
giraffes.
is exactly what we were talking about where the floats have
Right.
come. Like they now have motorized, mechanical elephants.
And I believe on the other side there's water. There's a waterfall.
Oh, really?
I actually saw this float getting built at the Phoenix Decorating Company, and that was last week. And just to see the final product, that is just awesome.
It's beautiful.
Yes.
A little safari, felt like we took a trip to the Lion King and back.
Yeah, exactly. Now coming up, we are going to have the Spirit of the West Riders.
Round them up, buckaroos. Here come the riders.
Now, this group was formed in 1991 when and all these folks worked in Western films together. And they now have this parade where they're riding their horses. This is so cool.
Great.
How cute they are.
You don't see enough Westerns nowadays.
You really do.
Yeah.
Really don't. The last Western I think that was made was what, the Lone Ranger, and it purple.
Well, maybe that kind of.
I didn't see it.
The newest one with
Now, did you get to see that?
No, I didn't get to see it. I still want to see it.
I do too. I mean, it is Johnny Depp.
It is, but my problem is I'm easily turned away if people tell you it's not a good film.
Yeah, me too. When I hear enough people say that.
Now, Tammy Trujillo, is she around anywhere? Because Meatball is coming up here. This is the City of Glendale float, and one of the critters on here is Meatball the Bear, and he is well known in the city of Glendale.
Quite a local character.
Yes. He was fishing out some meatballs, he got a little hungry, and that is why he's so named. But it's all about just let's be neighbors with all of our furry friends out there. That is so cute. I hope that skunk keeps his tail down. I hope we haven't come so far in advance. I'm glad I have a little bit of a cold.
I don't think we got anything to worry about there, Sehnita. I think he's going to be on his best behavior today.
Oh, good. They usually are.
Let's not befoul the parade.
Well,
I don't
honestly,
think maintenance can clean that one up.
I have lived in a neighborhood where we had skunks, and they would walk on the sidewalk. They're very civilized. Raccoons, on the other hand,
They get along
we are not
well.
friends. We are not friends.
Civilized. That's very true. So it's like smell,
They
civilized.
may not mind us, but we mind them.
Yes.
Every month.
Oh yeah.
Raccoons are no holds barred. I mean, they're gonna kung fu fight you.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
know,
yeah,
they're
they
like,
will.
this is my hood.
They'll jump on you.
I don't
They'll
know if
jump
they
on
want to be neighbors.
Oh my goodness.
But next we have coming up very soon here is the Hawaii All-State Marching Band, the Naka Ali. Anyone else know Naka
Ali'i.
Okay,
Yeah, I would say.
Sounds good.
Well, how
Nakoa
excited-
Ali'i.
Well, how
Nakoa
excited for
Ali'i.
this band? They are coming from Hawaii all the way to Pasadena to represent their band and just show us what they have and let us hear their music, and it's just kind of about what this parade's about. Everyone coming from different areas to enjoy here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's 40 different bands that are going to be coming together. And they just arrived in LA 6 days ago, and it's the first time they're all meeting. So
Oh, really?
it's quite a feat for all
Oh,
these
wow.
bands to be practicing
Get that whole
separately.
thing put together,
Yeah.
and then come together as
Just
one.
taking off on what you were saying, I mean,
6
it's
days
just a
later.
great opportunity for people everywhere to just represent themselves and maybe kind of introduce themselves. This is a little bit of what we're about.
Right.
And you present it on a stage like the Rose Parade. That is just amazing.
And it's also a way for different generations, to come together. Because look at out here. Oh my gosh, I was going to point out the kids, but there's a little dog right there on this. He's just hanging out, going, I love the parade. I can't wait for the Lucy Pet Foundation parade float to come out. I think that's
See
what
my
he's here.
peeps. I want to see my
Exactly. He's waiting for Daniel the Beagle, too.
There's something for everyone. There's something for everyone.
But they have been saying that the viewership for these parades are going down.
Uh-huh.
But what I love here is there's no shortage of people here.
Well, I was
Right.
going to say, you could have fooled me, but
Exactly.
from
Yeah.
here, there's millions of people here.
And before it gets nice and loud, this just proves how warm it's going to get today. These people have their shirts off,
Oh
these
my gosh.
gentlemen, and they do not look cold.
No, they don't.
Not really all that covered up.
Welcome to California.
Yeah, welcome to
I'm
California.
Welcome to
struck by the
Pasadena.
beautiful, vibrant colors here. Look at that,
Yeah.
guys.
Oh yeah, that is just gorgeous.
They're coming in full swing.
366 member band. Wow.
I can tell that they just met to practice
No,
6 days ago.
it's unbelievable.
Oh, that's just a testament to their talent, I suppose. Yeah,
Great to see them doing like hula moves to marching band music.
and throwing up the hang loose. Everybody, let's just hang loose and have fun, right?
guys ever been to Hawaii?
That's probably
Huh? Yeah, I've been to Maui.
Yeah. Okay. That's one of my routes I got to get to ASAP.
We went to Molokai for our honeymoon.
Oh, nice.
And the only funny thing is, because it used to be a former leper colony. So we were telling people we were going to a former leper colony for our honeymoon. But it's gorgeous. They lived in paradise.
Yeah, Hawaii is one of those destinations I plan to get to very, very quickly here.
Okay, I'm good. We're joined by a lovely lady, Lloyd Lasucci. Talking to you in a little bit. How's it
Going great.
going? Are you gonna have to test your levels, or we're good to go?
I have no idea. My levels are good.
Your level.
You're always on the level.
Thank you.
That's
I'm
the thing
always
about
on
you.
We are going to...
Straight shooter.
So, Loa, thank you for joining us. I want to know, do you have a resolution list?
You know, I'm one of those people. I'm just continually trying to do my best and be better. So it makes me a little nervous to take one day and say, okay, now it's all riding on this day. So I'm always happy to see the new year, and I love to just honor the year that went before and try to feel really good about it. But I'm not a resolution list kind of person.
I know.
I kind of have an ongoing list in my heart and in my mind all the time.
Pretty much the blank slate you get with every new year.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
new possibilities.
I was saying in our pre-show that I, used to make all these resolution lists, and they were life-changing, and I put so much effort into it. But then 3 months down, I would get a little bit disappointed. And so now I try to keep daily lists, but I'm wondering if I'm going to be disappointed on a daily basis.
Right. Well, it's like a year is a marker. It's a marker of time, and markers are awesome. When you're in the body business like I am, markers matter. I need to know how big your waist is, what's happening, what you're eating. Those are all markers for me. And when I'm working with a client, and a year is a marker. So for some people, it really helps them. I'm starting now. Here's where I go. And so I don't ever try to talk anybody out of it. But for me personally, I'm always in the flow of it. I'm just always in the flow of trying to do better than I have done.
So speaking of markers, so do you gather a lot of metrics when you're working with clients as far as like the BMIs and all of that? Is that important to do? Some people are like, oh, don't worry about counting calories and counting things. Just be healthy and feel healthy.
It's true. Markers matter, but the ones that matter to me are different than the ones that matter to a lot of trainers. I don't care how much my female clients over the age of 40 weigh. I don't care. I mean, up to a certain point it matters, but density and heaviness is good. Heavy bones are good. A heavy blood count, all that is good. So I don't watch your weight. I want to know how big your waist size is, exactly. And a few other things I want to know. I want to know how well you sleep, how many hours I want to know. There are a lot of markers I need to know.
Can you talk a little bit about how important it is to have a healthy mental outlook and having a more healthy lifestyle?
Oh, yeah.
Is that perhaps the most important thing of all?
It's the most important thing. The first step in my fitness program is forgiveness. And everybody says, well, that doesn't have anything to do. I just want to look good. Well, if you're carrying a lot of stuff around, I really can't get your body to where we want it to go. I can't get the best out of you when we're training if you're carrying a lot of that stuff. So the very first thing is to just let some of that go. So you're absolutely right. It's everything. It's so underrated. People that want to be, they think I just want to look better. Class reunion or a wedding or something. I just want to. But you know what? That's all temporary.
And it's just important to remember, don't be so concerned about being the best or looking the best. Just be the best you can be.
Right.
Because it certainly is. There are people who just carry themselves. Now we are looking at a really great float out here.
Clydesdale's a true American icon
of the Tournament of Roses, Scott Jenkins, and the Budweiser Clydesdale. That is such a pretty float out there.
Beautiful. Look at them trot. They kind of dance as they go. I love that.
It's just one of those things that just scream Americana to me. The Budweiser Clydesdales.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Beautiful,
it is.
beautiful
It's
horses.
Americana.
It's Americana.
It makes me feel like now we're at the Rose Parade.
Now we have a really special float coming up. It's the Donate Life float. And these are all people who have been organ and tissue recipients. And so there are a number of lanterns, and that they illuminate 30 riders, each of whom has been a transplant recipient.
And just very poignant. You see their pictures over there on the side.
Right.
So this.
Again, made of roses.
Yeah, it's made of roses.
And the folks walking, there are 12 living kidney donors, and they're walking to demonstrate their vitality, that they can still do it, that they are out here. And it's no big feat. You know, I have an uncle who is on constant dialysis, and so he can't even travel because everywhere he travels, he has to set up dialysis. You know, it's like $300-400 a pop at most. So, you know, and he also did get an organ. His wife had donated a kidney to him, and it didn't take. So now they're both back at square one. So it is a lot that these families are going through with trying to be on the organ recipient list.
Right.
My mother was on dialysis, and whenever I brought her into town, I always had to set up all her appointments, get her all squared away so that she could do that while she was here. It's a lot of, it's very stressful.
So now we have coming up
see a big fish coming along the horizon.
The Sierra Madre Rose Float Association. And there are 3 fisher women on the float. The Sierra Madre Princesses, Hannah Latham, Tessa Rose Brandstater, and Mattison Bucklack. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Bird Johnson High School marching band coming up.
From San Antonio, Texas.
Absolutely, and one of the youngest state finalists in the history of Texas University.